Where are you going, buddy?
We're going this way.
Good save.
Bye.
Last episode we were talking about toys. We put like our favorite toys, and David mentioned him and his dad would get little army men and throw golf balls and like have 15, and whoever got all the other ones down first won. That reminded me. Remember when on Wednesday night we would go to church and set up those wooden things and play it with the roll, like the big roll wooden one, and we would roll them, and it like didn't roll right because it was like a cylinder.
Yeah.
So we kind of did that too. So my question is, do costumes count as toys? Because I wore my Spider-Man costume all the time.
No, I bet your Spider-Man scooter.
Oh,
that was your toy.
I have a...
Tyler's favorite thing to do when he was young was break bones.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You got injured. I know it was for reasons beyond your control, but you beat the crap out of yourself.
Moblins, these large carnivores require sizable helpings of meat and fish to sustain their bulky frame.
I still have my Spider-Man scooter. It has 3 wheels. Yeah, you remember it? Well, it wasn't a Spider-Man scooter. We just threw some, 1-cent stickers of Spider-Man on there.
Timing is critical.
And they're still on there.
Shrine.
But also, I'm really, I don't know if y'all are like this, but...
I'm not.
I'm super, attached to things.
Yeah, I'm not.
So, yesterday my mom said we were getting new couches, and I was, sad.
I do that. Not about couches.
Because,
if somebody gives me something and I don't want it, I don't sell it. Because I feel like... You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If I could get something from our grandma or something from, 8 years ago that I've never used, it's I can't get rid of it. She gave it to me.
Well, I'm... she said we were getting a new couch, and I was but, we've had that one forever. What are we going to do when it's gone? It'll just feel weird without it. I'm so bad to the point where our microwave broke.
Boom, baby, first try.
And our grandpa was I'm going to get y'all a new microwave. And then the day it came and he took out our microwave and he went to throw it away, I was upset. Our microwave. Because it was the only one I've had since I was born. So, I'm like that with everything. We had a yard sale one time and had this big metal fire truck. And I was going to sell it because I didn't play with it. But then it was out there and I just started crying. And I snuck it back inside. And then someone, was going to ask about it or something like that. And it was just gone. And my mom, came in and she's like, "Have you seen the fire truck?" And I was like, "No." And then she found out, a week later. And she got mad at me.
She got mad at me.
I'm like that with everything.
I
don't know why.
Things.
I don't know. It's with furniture. It's with cars.
You're weird.
You know, the only thing I don't do it with is as much as I love games, I get rid of a game.
Really?
Yeah, I trade in all my games to get other games. Newer games, anyway.
Yeah.
But I'm like that with a lot of things.
You can just look over there at my PS4 games and realize I don't do it that often.
I mainly do that, though, because I'm poor.
Oh.
Well, I'm not poor. I don't want to say that. I'm broke. Because I spend my money on bills and stuff, and then if I didn't trade them in, I just would never play another new game.
I have GameCube games that are completely broken, that are non-playable, that I won't get rid of.
They're from... You remember when we'd basically just throw our GameCube games in the garage?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're from that.
They're those.
I used to come over and think, my God, how does any of this stuff work? There would be 18 GameCube discs just thrown all across the entertainment center, backwards, upside down, up against stuff with dogs walking on top of them.
Yeah, we didn't appreciate things.
You know what we need to play? It just came across my mind on this channel.
What?
That hockey game that was on the GameCube.
NHL Blitz 2003.
Yeah.
It's one of the best games ever made.
It's awesome. I remember there's a rink where there's sharks swimming below you. That's a fun game.
My friend still has it, and we played it.
Probably $1,000.
We could borrow it, or do y'all just want to buy it? I'm sure it's $1,000 or so, because I'm pretty sure there were 6 copies, and we had one of them. Oh man,
that was a great game.
It is really good,
and it isn't like you got to be into sports.
Oh no,
because
it's just
talked
fun.
About us being into sports. I can't name you any hockey player besides Wayne Gretzky. That's it.
it would have taken me minutes upon minutes to think of him too.
I don't know anybody that's in that game, but it's really fun.
It's really, really good.
And it's not real hockey. It isn't like it's a simulation hockey game. You run around and just check people into the ice.
Yeah,
and
you
that's basically
throw them around, the puck catches on fire, you catch on fire. It's awesome.
There's sharks under the ice.
Yeah.
It's great.
NHL Blitz.
2003, it's right there.
We're going to purchase this while on the show.
What's Google's theme for the day?
I don't know, but it's hurt my eyes really
Yeah,
bad.
it
What is
confuses
that?
me a little bit. I don't know. Where are you going?
We're going to the first stable you come across.
It's only $6.50.
On PlayStation 2, we can get on GameCube for $22, but I think we'll
Because
just...
the GameCube's better.
Actually, no. But that's probably not the reason, because the PlayStation 2 is 1,000 times better than the GameCube.
1,000?
1,000.
I don't know about
Hold
1,000.
on. One of them has Super Mario Sunshine, the other doesn't.
That's one of the things, like,
I don't care.
we're thinking about, and we're not going to promise anything, but we're thinking about doing, like, a little podcast series. And one of the things I suggested was either, like, talking about the strengths of a system, the weaknesses, or, like, comparing, like, generations. I think one of my points I was going to bring up, and I won't go too deep into it just in case we do it, but the GameCube was weak compared to the PlayStation, but it made up for that in very, very good games near the top. Like, its top 10 games are amazing, amazing games. You know?
I agree and I disagree. I get what you're saying, but I don't think it's the top 15. Because we originally, I think we may have mentioned this. If we have, I apologize. We were going to start out as a top 10. We were going to do this, but we were going to start out doing top 10s and then work our way into this. And then we did one top 10 video that we never finished and decided, let's not do that right now. Let's just do the Let's Play.
Because mostly the editing. Because
Yeah,
we don't know how to edit.
And there's a lot of editing in top 10 videos. But, remember we did the Wii thing,
Good job.
or not the Wii, we did the GameCube thing, and there's going to be a ton of great games. And we struggled to find 10 great ones.
Well, that's because we hadn't played a lot of them, too.
That's true, but, like, the top 5 were awesome. And then after that, it was like, this game's okay. It's a solid game. But that's where I agree and disagree, though, because that's where Resident Evil 4 started.
Yeah.
Awesome game.
One of the best games ever.
That's Metroid Prime, obviously.
One of the best games ever.
You guys like it a lot more than me. I don't think it's one of the best games ever, but I think it's a good game, is Mario Sunshine.
No, definitely not one of the best games.
One of the greatest games of all time.
I love it a lot. It's one of my favorite Mario games. I think it still looks to be one of the best Mario games to this day.
Yeah.
Even with all those graphics. With the galaxies and so on and so
Smash
forth.
Brothers was great. The Mario Kart was good. It wasn't great.
2 good Zelda games.
Yeah.
2 good Zelda games. So I guess there's 7, 8, but that's what I said. 5, 6, 7, 8, something like that.
Pikmin 1 and 2. What are
They're
you
good
talking
games,
about?
but they're not like elite.
Animal Crossing.
Animal Crossing. That's where Animal Crossing started.
There's some
Actually,
good
it
ones.
didn't. It was on 64 in Japan.
That doesn't count. We live in America. I'm sorry.
You want to have it on the 64, you can move to Japan.
Was Metroid Prime 2 on the GameCube?
Yep.
Yeah, Metroid Prime 2. And that's
I mean,
really
there's
good game.
good games, but when you talk about top level,
Ribbit King.
elite games.
Oh my god. Tyler broke our Ribbit King. You remember that game? You golfed with frogs?
Actually, that was a
yeah.
new one I bought.
Tyler broke it the other day.
I don't know.
I dropped a shelf
I
on
like
it.
Sony and Microsoft. I like all of them. And whenever somebody says, "What do you want to play?" when it's a social thing or you're playing new games, I never think I'm going to play a Nintendo game. I always play PlayStation 4 or whatever.
Yeah.
But
When
when you think of the top titles, most of them are on Nintendo.
Oh yeah.
The very top.
People nowadays like to hate on Nintendo because of their graphics and the online capabilities. But like back in the day, like they were video games. Like the Super Nintendo is the best console of all time.
Things have changed a lot. I used to play Nintendo to just get away from everybody and just do something by myself and have fun. Now it's a social.
Yeah.
Like you get on, the first thing you do is, what do you do on PlayStation 4?
You see if your friends
You
are
sign on, you see what if your friends are on, you see what they're playing to base what you're going to play on.
Yeah.
Like, it used to be, oh, I want to play Super Mario. I put Super Mario in and I sit down and play it by myself. Yeah. I think that's changed a lot. Is if two games are one's a little bit better than the other, but your friend's on, you're gonna go play that with your friend instead of playing.
And
a lot of people anyway, unless you're sitting down just to go play that game, obviously.
Yeah, because it's gotten so online focused and social, but Nintendo still, even on the Wii U, probably its worst system ever, it had very good console exclusives that you can only get on there. They have the best exclusives by far. Like, we were going to do a top 25 franchises of all time, and our top 3 were Nintendo franchises. Just because they're so good. And I think we had 4 in the top 6.
Something like that.
Because, I mean, they know what they're doing. They know how to make video games. And, I mean, they just constantly produce good stuff. It's just that they don't have as much third-party support, so their top games are very, very good, but their other, like, once you get outside of their games, like, their produced games, it's not as strong.
Yeah. I think you said it, but I wasn't for sure. We were kind of talking, and I was watching Tyler play and everything. Best system ever, what is it?
Oh, Super Nintendo.
The 64.
That's wrong.
What's the best? Do you really think it's the best, or is it just your favorite?
It's my favorite.
What's the best?
Probably the Super Nintendo.
It's the Super Nintendo or the PlayStation.
Well, I was about to say that
the PlayStation.
Super Nintendo, I think, is the best, but I'm biased because that's also my favorite.
All right, let's end.
But I do think PlayStation 2 is also. I think that's the only one that can knock it off, and I can understand people liking that more.
Yeah, and, like, you can say 64 because it's your favorite, but I could also say GameCube because it's my favorite, but I know it's false.
What are we naming this guy?
Let's in the episode think of a name.
Crouton.
No.
You guys didn't get to see it because the audio messed up, but Tyler went to name our horse Crouton and didn't know how to spell it, so he named it Crutton.
Crutton. He was
named Crutton.
He was a nice boy.
We'll think of a name.
Let's name him QWERTY.
QWERTY?
Yeah, just QWERTY.
It's kind of dumb.
Just name him QWERTY, dude. You don't have anything better. Name him QWERTY so we can end the episode.
Sassmouth.
Sassmouth.
Oh, it reminds me of Smash Mouth, but Sassmouth.
Better.
Thank you.
Somebody once told me
that QWERTY was gonna suck me.
I'm not the sharpest dick in the shed. She was looking kinda dumb with the finger
in my bum.
Ooh. And QWERTY came in my butt.
Good luck with all those claps, buddy.
Thanks.
Well, the ears dog kind